So it's starting to look like things have been way worse for Wendy Williams than we thought, because her brother Tommy has finally had enough and he is now exposing every single person on Wendy's team for abusing and taking advantage of her because she is not in her right state of mind. But why has it taken Tommy so long to speak up, and does this mean that it's finally game over for Wendy? In the past couple of weeks, we have seen some pretty conflicting news about Wendy Williams and how she's actually doing. On one hand, she and her team have insisted that everything is going great for her and we have no cause to worry. But on the other hand, she has also been seen drinking and has been selling off her properties, and so it's kind of hard to figure out who's exactly telling the truth. But let Wendy's brother Tommy Williams tell it, her team is lying about Wendy's situation because they are using her to get more money. Wendy has been itching to get back to work after getting out of the wellness facility a couple of weeks ago, and people are kind of worried that her team might be putting too much pressure on her to start working so they can make some money, especially with her whole situation with Wells Fargo. Wendy has a podcast in the works, allegedly, and even though it was rumored to be canceled after her drinking spree in New York, her publicist denied these rumors, saying, "We are still working behind the scenes on several projects. There has been no official cancellation of the podcast." Apparently, Wendy went out celebrating the new things in her life. She is bringing in Wendy 2.0. She is happy and excited for her new opportunities and zest for life. There are a lot of new things in the works, and Wendy was celebrating. Wendy is excited about the road ahead and looking forward to releasing her many projects. Well, her brother recently sat down for an interview where he revealed what is really going on behind the scenes, and it doesn't look too good for Wendy. He started off by revealing that despite what has been put out about Wendy being in good health, she actually isn't. He said, "This is not a woman who is in the right frame of mind to get a show going. Why are you even here? Do you see the conditions she's in? Does it look like she's ready to start a podcast, for goodness sakes? It doesn't." He was referring to her team in that statement, and to be honest, it does make things look really bad for Wendy. Also, Tommy's claims about Wendy not being in the right frame of mind could do damage to her ongoing case against Wells Fargo to get access to her money. Wells Fargo is claiming that she doesn't have the mental capacity to take care of her own finances just yet, and Tommy's statement really kind of supports that. So it wouldn't be surprising for the bank to use this against her to keep in a conservatorship. But Tommy did not stop there, and he went ahead to reveal that they had been filming Wendy for a reality TV show and already had a lot of footage that they could use. He showed his disapproval, saying, "Whatever they do with it, they're gonna do. It's gonna be sad. I can't blame Wendy for anything. I want her to get better. She is not better, so I can't be mad at her for any of this." He also had some valid points about what this would really mean for Wendy when she eventually gets better sometime in the future, because nobody wants the world to see them when they're at their lowest. He said, "So it comes out, and what happens if Wendy's doing much better, right? Who wants these kind of memories? Who wants this? Why couldn't she just get better all the way and then do something? All this time, people have been kicking her around. She can't be contemplating nothing because she can't think it through. So other people are thinking things through for her. And all this time, she could have been down here recovering." Now, Wendy and Tommy don't exactly have the best sibling relationship because they've had their issues in the past, but we can't deny that he is making some valid points here. If Wendy is being filmed while she's in a bad place, well, we can't imagine that it would be fun for her to look back at in the future and realize that people saw her in such a vulnerable state. And the way her brother put it, she doesn't really have a say in how things are being handled because, again, Tommy is claiming that she is not in the right mental state. Wendy's team kind of responded to Tommy's claims, but they didn't really say anything about his claims and them using Wendy and abusing her. However, her publicist Sean Zanotti has denied that she is filming a reality show. She said, "After a long break, Wendy feels some of the best days of her life were in media. She has been in media since her early 20s and wants to return to what she loves. Getting back to what she loves is something that is important to her. Yes, Wendy is filming. Yes, she is gearing up for something, and the specifics of that can't be disclosed as of yet. So is Wendy filming or is she not? But even if Wendy was not filming a reality show, she must be filming something, and people feel like her team should have stopped her if they really had her best interest in mind, especially since she has been going through a lot in the past few weeks, like her mess with her ex Kevin Hunter. But speaking of Kevin, it looks like his drama with Wendy is far from being over. A couple of weeks ago, he took her to court to try to force her to pay him alimony as they agreed in a divorce settlement. The judge denied the motion, but he also ordered Wendy and Kevin to seek binding arbitration, which basically basically means that the case is not exactly done, and they need to find a way to sort out their issues. But y'all, Wendy has had a lot to deal with at the moment, and between her case with Wells Fargo, the drama with Kevin, her health issues, and a whole lot more, it's just kind of hard to imagine that her team has her best interest in mind by letting her film a podcast and a show along with everything else. But then she does need the money pretty badly since she's broke at the moment, allegedly. And this may explain why they're letting her film, so this case is not exactly black and white. Someone commented, "Parasites everywhere. Most people don't have your best interests at heart. Their only concern is sucking you dry. Your money is their money in their eyes. I hope and pray she receives genuine help and support from people that truly help and not take advantage of her situation." Another person said, "I must agree with her brother. Wendy does not belong in front of the camera. We can all see that. I just wonder who in her life is looking out for her." And this other person had no pity for Wendy, and they said, "Wendy made the choices she made. You can only blame someone else for so long. She chose to do drugs and alcohol over her own kid, her own life. Her choices in life brought her to this point in her life, so deal." It's just crazy that things are turning out this way for Wendy, and she deserves a break because these past few years have been nothing short of crazy for her. While we keep her in our thoughts and prayers, you guys have to check out this next video.